Hi and welcome to J Lawrence Photography. I wanted to do a quick video about body image, as this is something that's really important, especially for wedding and family photographers such as myself. It's something that people get a very odd image with regard to photography, because you see all these viral images of fashion photography shoots and people changing skin tones and lengthening necks and that sort of thing, and actually realistically, with weddings and that sort of thing, people still want to look like themselves. This is something that was found out by a photographer recently. You might well have seen, it went fairly viral, where a couple had a photo shoot with this photographer, and the photographer had slimmed down this couple massively, to the point that they probably had lost several stone in the pictures. And the couple actually were really happy with their body image as it was, so they found it a real insult. And this is the sort of thing that I wanted to address, because it's something that I come across quite a lot. It's difficult because every time you have a camera out, somebody makes a joke about, oh, can you Photoshop this, and all the rest of it. And it's difficult often to judge what that means, and what level to do it to. So to address this, I have essentially 5 points that I wanted to bring up, which will hopefully help. And if you've got any suggestions, or you think something that I'm saying is wrong, then I'm more than happy to have your take on it. So please leave comments below. For me, this all starts with the photo shoot. It's not just when you get in front of the camera, in front of the computer. So the first point is really important, is knowing how to pose people for their body shape. So if you know how to do flattering photographs of somebody with a really thin body or really curvy body, or anywhere in between, you've made the best start, because actually you don't need to do any edits to those photos to make them look good. They already look great in those photos. Not only saving you time, but also cuts out that uncertainty and that argument over making someone look thinner or whatever. You've just taken a flattering image of them. The second thing is to discuss it with your clients. I quite like having that conversation, like all the way up, people leading up. You're always trying to make people feel comfortable. It's the main reason that I almost insist on engagement photo shoots with couples before a wedding. Why I offer them for free in my packages is you get all that time to make them feel comfortable, and most people say, oh, they feel uncomfortable having their photo taken. But it gives you a chance to do, and I try and separate, so it really is one-on-one. I try and have individual time with men or women to discuss, to see if there is anything in particular that they feel sensitive about. And with men are normally it's not so bad. In fact, you can do that with their partner there, because people always say, oh, men are so photogenic and it's so much easier for them, but women are always much more worried about things, and it's normally the same 4 killer spots, which is the chins, backs of the arms, tums and bums, and occasionally also bags under the eyes. Often that's not the one that they mention, but it's something that they say about afterwards. So if you have that discussion, make notes so that you make sure that you remember exactly what it was, and then you know what they're worried about, and you can then assure them that you'll cover those things with good posing. But you can then make sure that in post-processing that you've just addressed those issues. Point number 3 is try and find a balance with your edits. So when you're doing the editing, I almost prefer to do less is more, because 1, you're saving yourself time, and 2, they may not want all the edits, so you may spend hours trying to perfect getting that little bit of something smooth, and then you're trying to worry about what the background looks like, etc., and then They go, actually, can I see the original? I actually prefer the original, or whatever. So that leads me on to point 4, which is give the customer the option. So if you're doing all these edits, I prefer to give them and say, look, you look great in these images already, so I've not done too much to them. Here they are. If you want me to adjust anything, I know you said you were worried about X, Y, and Z. If you want me to do anything with that, let me know and I can adjust them, and people won't be able to tell that it's been edited. And then lastly, point number 5, something that the photographer I mentioned earlier should have checked, is make sure the customer is happy with the images. Say, look, here's the images as I think they look best. I want you to make sure that you're happy with them. Here they are. And definitely don't post them, because once you're doing, when you're fairly new to it, you're keen to go, I've taken this great image, let's post it, tag everybody in it, I want everybody in the world to see this image. And you haven't seen the thing that niggles them in that image, because it's personal. So make sure the customer's happy with them. I know it's sometimes tedious waiting a week or 2 weeks for them to see them, but it's well worth it so you don't get the problems. So those are my thoughts on it. If you've got your own thoughts, please leave comments down below, and make sure if you like this video then hit the like button and hit follow to see any of my future videos. Thanks. See you later.